Sego Sawaguego, I'm Regan Jacobs, and I'm live once again here at the Garinuha di Yunderiwa and Stakwa School here in Kahnawake, and at the polling station for the Mohawk Council of Kahnawake 2018 elections. Now, earlier in our feed, you will see we did a live hit around 10 a.m. this morning, spoke to Electoral Officer Angus L. Muntor, who gave us the 411 and all the details on how the day is going and how things are unfolding. So one of the things I found really interesting was when he started to talk about what not to do when you vote. So what voters who are coming to cast a ballot shouldn't do. Okay, so I pretty much made up a list of the things based on what Mr. Montour had stated that voters tend to do. So what his theme is this year is place your X in the box. X. Okay. So in no particular order or in no particular fashion, not making any, making fun of any of the candidates who are running, but he has asked that people do not make funny faces or draw pictures on any of the candidates. So right here, I drew a mustache on Joseph Norton. Joseph Tequirdo Norton. I don't know if you can see it. I did the best that I could. But I drew a mustache on him because a lot of times voters are showing up, and if they don't like somebody, they're drawing horns or mustaches on the candidates. So the reason why I'm saying what not to do on your ballot is because sometimes this will lead to your ballot being spoiled. Okay, so normally there is an X placed in a box. So this is just a scrutineer count sheet. It's not an actual ballot, but an actual ballot looks pretty much the same, and it will have a box which you will put your X in. So if you look up here, these are some of the things not to write on your ballot. So you suck, you're no good, F you, or sad face. Okay, what not to do on your ballot. Do not write happy face for yes and our sad face for no. All right, this is not an acceptable form or alternate form of the X, nor is the check mark an alternate form of the X. So what not to do. The electoral officer has also asked that people don't write on the ballot like a story about another candidate or anything like that. So just an X. So basically we're advising the public, if you're coming here to vote, you have till 6 p.m. Polls opened at 9 o'clock, and it's what not to do on your ballot. So I did have the opportunity to speak to Angus Al Montour. He is the electoral officer on site here today, and he did tell me that what ends up happening is if they get ballots that are semi-spoiled or written on, or there happens to be a check mark and not an X or a happy face, that it just makes the process go longer, because then they have to use a form of consensus with all the scrutineers to say basically, do you see the person's intent? If they put a mad face, does that mean that it's a no? Or could that be construed as a yes? So the process basically is longer, and then they have to use this form of consensus to try to figure out what the person's intent was on the ballot. Okay, so meantime, I've actually pulled a Kahnawake community member to the side here, hoping that he would give me some... Hi, Yeg, how are you?
Good, very good.
So hoping he would give me some comment on why he votes and why he thinks people should come to vote. But before we get started, we just have to do a shameless plug, like I had promised on his Joe Flo Muskie Tackle.
For all your muskie tackle needs, you can find us on Facebook, Joe Flo's Muskie Tackle. We also do charter services.
Number?
514-249-9314.
End of shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Love it.
And no, don't Captain Morgan me. He actually wanted me to sit down so he could Captain Morgan me.
Her husband's going to get mad. Sorry about that.
Okay. This is live.
Never mind.
All right. So tell me, why do you vote? Why do you think it's important to vote?
Well, one vote can make a difference. That's all it takes is one vote. And if you don't vote, then you have no reason to complain about anything throughout the next 3 years. So that's pretty much it. If you want your voice heard, just come and talk to the candidates. And that's what I've been doing since 10 o'clock. I've been schmoozing.
Like almost like you're a candidate yourself.
Pretty much.
Right. Ever think about running?
I did. Daryl LeClaire and Greg Horn were going to nominate me, but they were sleeping. I don't know if it was together, but they didn't want to wake up in the morning. So, sorry, Greg.
Sounds like a plot.
It is, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so you've been here all day schmoozing, almost like, you're running for Grand Chief, pretty much, at this point. Tell me, what has the crowd been like today?
It's off and on. It comes in waves. Some people show up, they stay. Other people just come here, vote, they leave. But it's been steady, pretty steady.
Would you say it's an older crowd still voting, or do you see younger community members coming out?
There's a mix. I still think I'm part of the younger crowd, so I'm in my late 30s.
Right. Oh, see, I thought you were in your 20s.
I am.
You act like it.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, Daryl is totally photo bombing our shot. Daryl LeClaire, folks. Daryl LeClaire. He's famous.
He is.
Like, sort of.
He is, yeah.
Would you say you were more famous or Daryl was?
I'm more infamous. Infamous. That means more than famous.
Okay. Right. So, like I said at the beginning, I don't know if I put this out there that this was a less than serious broadcast, but yeah, there goes the electoral officer just schmoozing on by like we're not even doing a live. Like I don't need a comment on this stuff. Okay, so anything else you think is important to add? What shouldn't you do on Election Day?
Don't draw a wiener on the person that you don't like.
I didn't.
No, well,
oh, you mean just in general?
Yeah, just in general.
Just in general.
Just in general. And when they say put an X in the box, you have to put it in. Well, wait, your titty's right there. I'll do it up here.
Seriously?
Why you put it right there?
I put it
Okay.
up.
On the actual sheet, there's a box here. They said put it in the box, but I said there's a box around the face. So can I put it on their face? They said no. So don't.
You almost sounded like a chauvinist there for a second. I should hit you with my microphone.
That's harassment.
All right, thanks, Yug. And I won't ask you if you have anything else to say. Get out of here.
All right.
All right. So, again, what not to do on your ballot. And thank you, of course, to Yugonordo Macumber, who shamelessly plugged his family's business and insulted me at some point, but not knowingly, because that's just who he is and we love him. So reporting here for First Nations TV, don't forget to tune in later on this evening after 11 o'clock. We're going to be having the live results here for the 2018 Mohawk Council of Kahnawake elections. And I'm Regan Jacobs reporting here at Gurney New High School live.